Kane, Spinorama scores! Patrick Kane! Oh, dear.
Outlet pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to split the defense and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored. What a goal. It doesn't get any better than this.
As he plays to the point, instead, he works his way back free. Granlund fires, score!
Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, Jon Crawford, along with my brother Howie here for episode number 9 of season 4.
Hi, Ichiwa.
Howie, it has been a crazy week with the elections and all.
Yeah, it has.
Kind of
Not only with the elections, but even with our NHL battle to be an NHL All-Star coach.
Yeah. I don't know if those were riots.
Just because Cousin Oliver got booted out, there's riots and
People flipping cars and.
Yeah, I don't get it. Oliver was. He said Oliver had the popular vote, but hey, we have a electoral check mark. You're gonna have enough.
Well, it was pretty sad when Cousin Oliver left. A lot of people were upset about it.
Hashtag never Wilbur.
Yeah.
Those never. Or what's his name? I can't even think what his name is now. Oatmeal.
Oh, Wilford Brimley?
Yeah, hashtag the hashtag never Wilforders.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a bit.
Well, this week it's the hashtag never Kurt because he's a sexist.
Right. But we'll get to that in a
He's
little bit.
offended women throughout the galaxies.
All right. Let's get to hockey news right now. All I really have is that this is a Hall of Fame weekend.
Yeah.
And we have one of my favorite Kings going into the Hall of Fame on Monday.
And one of my favorite Kings as well.
Good old Rogie Vachon will be going into the Hall of Fame. Exciting. I wish I could be there for that one. That would be fun. But he had a great career.
Congratulations to Rogie.
Yep. He had a great career with Montreal and the Kings and a short stint with Boston and Detroit. Before bowing out, but he, it's good to see. Good to see. Also going in this weekend, or on Monday, will be Eric Lindros. It's hard to believe.
I still do not have any respect for him because of the whole draft thing.
Yeah.
By refusing to put on the Quebec sweater.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Throwing his little baby boo tantrum because he got picked up by a crappy team.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Eli Manning thing.
I don't.
Well, he got
all drafts.
San Diego Chargers drafted him, and then.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
Anyway, and then Sergei Makarov is going in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and Pat Quinn. Long overdue, and he's going in.
Only hockey news I had was mark your calendar for November 22nd will be the unveiling of the team name and logo of Las Vegas.
Oh, so now we have a set date.
Yes.
So November 22nd.
November 22nd will be the officially announce the name and logo of Las Vegas.
Along with the team colors and everything like that, I guess.
Yeah, assuming so, yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, that'll be exciting, I guess.
They'll have the big feather head things.
Yeah.
Showgirls wear.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be huge.
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 Bigly.
Yeah. So, yeah, do you have anything else? I mean, that's pretty big news.
That's
So we got Hall of Fame weekend, and we got the revealing on November 22nd for Las Vegas.
Yes, yeah, because I was reading the Hall of Fame stuff just last night, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I did see both Chicago and St. Louis announce their heritage rosters for the stadium.
Yeah. I saw that they released those.
Wayne Gretzky will be participating in his second outdoor event for this year because he just played in the one up in the Heritage Classic in Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be playing again for the St. Louis Blues when they take on Chicago. I was hoping Korab was going to play for Chicago, but he wasn't on the roster.
I know, that'd be awesome.
I was hoping Jared would be out there and playing again.
Yeah.
See him getting a little scrap with someone. Time's sakes.
Here he is.
There he is. There he is. King Kong Korab.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh. I just lost my headphones. There we go. Wow. So let's get into the standings. If you don't have any more, Howie, do you have any more?
No, I'm set to go here.
All right. And we're going to start in the East, in the Atlantic Division, and at the top, we still see the Canadians. You know, they've only lost one game.
Yeah?
They are incredible. And they've won their last three. Sitting at the top, and with a total of 25 points. They're starting to run away. Then we've got the Senators, which just beat the Kings. My Kings, Howie. Well, we'll get to that. But yeah, we'll get to that. Senators with 18 points, and Tampa Bay and Detroit tied at 17. Boston was 16, and they've lost 6. They're not playing as well as I thought they would be at this point, but then Toronto with 15, Sabres with 14, and the Panthers with 13. They're having some problems too.
Yeah, they've been kind of struggling.
Yeah. So, moving on to the Metropolitan, Howie.
We go to the Metro. We have tied for first place are the Pens and Strangers.
Yep.
With 20 points. Yep. Capitals are in second or third, however you want to look at it, with 19 points, followed by New Jersey at 17, And the fast climbing Columbus Blue Jackets are right behind New Jersey at 14 points. I'm glad they started to get things turned around. I like.
Yeah, and today they play St. Louis today. I want to see that game. I'm pretty sure it's on. I think it's St. Louis they play. I think it should be good. Anyway, go ahead.
Then behind Columbus, we have, or actually tied with Columbus, is Philadelphia, 14 points also. And then trailing them are the Islanders with 12 points, and Carolina, no surprise there, with 10 points.
Yeah, and Islanders are really struggling.
Islanders are too.
Compared to last year, Then we move on into the West, into the Central, which, if you look at this division, look at how tight it already is. It's just getting really tight. Blackhawks are at the top with 22 points, followed by St. Louis with 17, Winnipeg with 16, Minnesota and Dallas are tied at 15, the Preds with 13, and the Avalanche with 12. But the Wild, Howie, are really actually playing really well. Compared to,
the only reason. Plus the only reason for them being where they are right now is that they played 3 fewer games than everyone else.
Right. That too. But they play tomorrow night, right?
They play tonight. They play Philadelphia this afternoon.
Oh, it's an afternoon game.
Yeah, it's at 2 p.m. my time, Central Time.
Is that going to be on? No, wait. NHL tonight. NHL Network has the Toronto game. Toronto and Pens tonight.
I don't have the schedule in front of me.
I think so, but I think that's the one on NHL Network.
One thing that I forgot to mention too when we got down to Carolina is Brian Bickle.
Mm-hmm.
He was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Wow.
So we wish him well.
Yeah. All right. The Pacific Division, Howie.
In the Pacific, we have still on top the surprising Edmonton Oilers. And again, I have to ask, are they for real?
They are right now. They are right now.
Yeah, it's nice to see though. It's been a while since they've been competitive.
Yeah, but look at where it's put the Kings.
Yeah, I know. So we got Edmonton up top on the Pacific Division with 19 points, followed by the always hated and despised Anaheim Ducks with 17 points. See, I can't even talk when I even get to them. Then follows San Jose in third place with 16 points, with the Kings trailing behind them only by 2 points, so they're getting back in the thick of things.
They're under 500.
They still got to do something with their goaltending.
Well, yeah, he got hurt again last night.
Cannot carry him. He can't. He's not. He's not a starting goaltender.
No. The Kings have some problems. And then it's early right now. They can fix this. But they got to fix it now. They can't wait for Quick to come back. They can't.
Right.
And they need to make
some. That's what they got to do. Something with their goaltender now. They have to.
Yeah.
But behind the Kings, we have Vancouver and Calgary, both with 11 points. Calgary's kind of disappointing me though right now. I was hoping they were going to be up up higher.
I thought they would be too.
And in last place, Arizona with 10 points.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think the Kings playing under 500 and being where they are in the division right now, they're very lucky. They're very lucky because they could be down there with the Yotes. You know?
Right. Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, yeah. So they're very lucky to be where they're at right now. I don't know. We need to move on because they just
You get like how I am when I even want to have to mention the Dubs.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what to say about them. They won't do anything. They just
they're gonna have to pull the trigger on a trade or something eventually.
Because they don't have anybody to trade unless they get rid of talent, which they can't afford to lose because it's
right.
They're just not a deep team. Right. They're not deep. But
maybe they get you back.
Back to the Wild, though. They have been fun to watch. They are, I think, they are like 9th in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they? Like 8th, 9th, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Playing really well. I think goaltender. Come on.
Dubnyk.
Yeah, Dubnyk is up there on the list for save percentage too, isn't he? Like he's up there on the list.
Yeah.
He is in the top 10, if not the top 5.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Playing really well.
Yeah, I'm happy where they are because I mean, like I said, they got 2 or 3 games on hand, so.
Yeah, they're looking good. I'm really surprised by where they're at, and especially in a tight division is what they're in.
I mean, I expect them to be good. I mean, they're going to be right up there. I mean, it's just a matter of like we've discussed before, where at the end of it's going to come down to those last couple of days of the season to see where everyone actually falls into place.
It's just good to see a team that had so many issues with goaltending last year come out of it, and now they just look straight, you know.
Yeah.
So, and now the Kings have the problem.
It's got to try and keep Parisi healthy. That's the thing.
Well, you know, how old is he now? I mean, he's aging, isn't he?
He's still fairly young.
All right. Howie, I think we're at your segment here.
All right. It's time for the main entertainment of the show now.
I know, it's like the thing.
Are we ready here?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. It is time, once again, for battle to be an NHL All-Star coach. Okay. So,
Howie, recap us on where we're at now.
last week, we have battling out for this last week. We had the continuing and surging Wilfred Brimley, the newcomer who's taking the stage by storm, obliterating everyone last week, Richard Simmons.
Amazing.
And the 2 newcomers that came in for last week's to battle out was, who was it?
William Shatner.
Who?
William Shatner.
Oh, yeah, William Shatner.
Yeah.
As coming in as Captain Kirk.
Yeah, and Jimmy Osmond.
And, oh, yeah, that's right. And little Jimmy Osmond. So, with that, who is the first to leave of this new bunch?
All right. First of all, our voting has, we're starting to get record numbers now.
Record numbers.
Every week it seems to improve. We're up to
that's good, though.
166 votes this week.
Ooh.
And the first one to leave us today with only 1% of the vote.
That coffee go on my nose.
With only 1% of the vote, we say goodbye to little Jimmy Osmond. He is gone.
1%. Get out of here, you little bastard.
All right. Oh, man. Okay, so
we kick Jimmy to the curb.
we
big
kicked
time.
Jimmy to the curb. And now we go for our front runner, the one that made it in first, with 56% of the vote.
Wow.
56. We talk about a landslide.
Yeah. Well, especially when you look at Jimmy at 1.
I know. 56% of the vote.
We're going to have a hall of shame, and Jimmy right now is the first one.
I don't know. I think only Balky had that, didn't he? I think only
No, he had more than 1%.
Did he? I can't remember. I have to see what he had here. No, Balky was at 1%. Oh, 1.54.
See? He did better than Jimmy.
Okay. So with 56% of the vote, our first place winner this week. Damn it, Jim. Jim Kirk. William Shatner.
Kirk. William Shatner.
People like William Shatner.
Well, yeah.
Wow, which kind of surprised me. But here's the big one.
Because he's a rocket man.
Yeah, he's a rocket.
And he's going to be high.
He's a rocket man. All right.
Wow, 50%, 56% for Captain Kirk.
Yeah. So, here we go.
So between Wilford
Brimley and Richard Simmons. Here it goes. With 29% of the vote. Meaning the other one had 14% of the vote.
Okay.
The person moving on. Very strong. Richard Simmons is moving on. We say goodbye to Wilford Brimley.
And here's your parting gift, a box of oatmeal.
So the two moving on is William Shatner and Richard Simmons.
Wow. All right. So wow, that alone, right? But I wonder how those two would go head to head.
I know. I don't know. I know. Are we going to have like a playoff?
Well, yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know.
There has to be two winners, but yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we add two more.
Two more celebrities this week.
Yeah. You want to go first this time?
I can go first. First.
Okay.
The celebrity I have nominated this week. He kind of has a bad reputation.
Okay.
He's been a bully. He's portrayed bullies in the shows that he's been in.
Mm-hmm.
But the one show that I'm pulling from, because this is probably the one that he's best known for, where he was a bully, and I'm hoping that if he does get the job, that he doesn't tease the players too much, especially those that are missing teeth in case they have a lisp. The celebrity that I have chosen, he was I don't want to say co-star, I guess made an appearance, I guess. He was like a special guest on the Brady Bunch. Russell Schulman is the actor's name. He was on the episode A Fistful of Reasons. He played the bully. Now I have nominated Buddy Hinton.
Buddy Hinton. Is he the Baby Talk, that guy?
Yes, baby.
Okay,
yes, baby talk, baby talk.
Okay, I know who you're
It's
talking
a wonder you could walk. And the picture I'm sending you is one. I had to do a little photo cropping because the one picture, the main picture, is an action picture of.
Okay.
So I had to get a regular picture and stick it up in the corner for him.
All right.
So this will be the picture that will be out there for those to vote on. It's Buddy in action on that episode of the Brady Bunch. Okay. This is the moment that Peter actually punched him in the face.
You need to show this. This is great.
There it is. Buddy getting punched by Peter.
Okay, there we go. It's awesome. All right, we'll use that photo. That's a good one. The only problem I think we're going to have with this one is that a lot of people won't remember him, Howie.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I know the pool is getting.
Well, that's good. He has that factor of who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I guess if you want to ride that,
I kind of pull from that criteria too.
Okay, yeah. I just don't know. Like, I think that was Jimmy Osmond's problem, is that he wasn't as popular, and so people.
Well, yeah, no one knows who the hell he is.
Right, so people tend to vote for who they know. I think that's kind of what I'm getting from.
Right, but like I said last week, the pool's kind of getting really thin now.
Right. So what's this guy's name? Well, we'll talk afterwards. You can help me figure out what I'm supposed to put in there.
Just put Buddy Hinton. Just list him as Buddy Hinton. Because that's who he's known as.
Okay. All right. Mine. I actually had two, so I actually get to save one for next time. So
I still got a couple I'm hanging on to.
So this is one that he was big in the 60s in the sitcom.
60s sitcom?
Well, it's not a sitcom per se. I don't know if it could be a drama.
But from the 60s?
Yeah, late 60s, yeah. Or mid 60s, I guess.
Okay.
Very popular show. Even all the way up into, gosh, I think it's still syndicated today. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Still alive, which is amazing. Yeah, he's still, it's amazing to me that he is. Because I'm not really sure. In fact, when I was thinking of this guy and then pulled him up, I was going, well, how old? I didn't check to see how old he was because I thought, well, back then he must have been he looked like he was in his 30s or 40s. I don't know how old he was then. But anyway, I chose a superhero, Adam West,
Ooh.
as Batman.
Ooh.
Adam West.
He's going to be a contender.
Yeah, he should be a contender, I think.
He will be a contender.
Yeah. So, we have William Shatner, Richard Simmons, Buddy Hinton, and Adam West. That's where we are this week.
Of that group, I can tell you right now who's going to be the first one out.
I have a feeling too.
I think Buddy's going to get his ass handed to him again.
He'll be leaving with more than a bloody nose.
Yeah. Question is, will he get more than 1%?
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see who's the lowest. All right, so with that, Howie, I think we're going to wrap it up here. We do have some hockey tonight and today, because you said
Hang on. So that concludes this week's battle to be an NHL All-Star coach. Okay.
Got that out of there. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. We do have some hockey today. Some really good games today. Just real quick, let me pull this up here because you already have it up, Howie. Mine's taking forever to come up for some reason. Of today's games. Why is mine taking so long? Anyway. Oh, here we go. So games on the schedule today. It's not. What the heck? Here we go. Detroit and Montreal. That should be good.
Yeah.
San Jose, Tampa Bay. New York and Florida, the Islanders in Florida, Buffalo, New Jersey, Minnesota, Philadelphia. This is 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. So I'd like to see it, but now I don't know when it comes on. Because you told me it was like a 2:00 game.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was.
But the one I'm kind of waiting for tonight is the Toronto-Pittsburgh game.
I'm sorry, 6 p.m. my time.
Okay, so there you go. So it's a 7 p.m. game for me. The Toronto-Pittsburgh game should be really good. It's on NHL Network tonight. That should be a really good one. Another one I'm really looking forward to, too, was the St. Louis-Columbus game.
Yeah.
That one will be really good. Then we have Washington and Carolina, Boston, Arizona, Anaheim and Nashville, and the Rangers in Calgary. Hopefully Calgary can get things turned around. And so, yeah. So with that, Howie, we will wrap it up here. Go out to our website at www.puckdropshare.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook. Send us a like on Facebook. Go over to the webpage. You can find our past episodes out there on our podcast page. Also, make sure that we are on hockeytalkradio.us. It's a 24/7 radio station. our show is on there late at night, but a bunch of great programs to improve your game and get caught up on what's going on around the NHL. That's hockeytalkradio.us. Also, make sure you go out and vote for your celebrity coach out on ChartPage. And with that, Howie, you have anything else to add before we go?
No, but I just found my celebrity for next week.
Oh, already? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, and he's going to be a strong one. I think.
Okay.
I think he's going to be known.
Okay. All right. Mine is too for next week, so I already have mine on the list, and hopefully we don't pick the same one.
No,
All right.
I don't.
We will catch you all next week. We see you later. We bid you all adieu.
Farewell. Farewell.